Hello, hello everyone. Hello indeed. Happy Tuesday to you all. I'm doing something a little bit different this week. I would normally share my spotlight stamping video with you all pre-recorded, but because of my retreat this weekend, I haven't had a chance to film it. So I thought I would just come on and do it live with you. It's a little bit different to what I normally do. Excuse the state of my hair. It's definitely the definition of a bad hair day here. You'll see behind me, if I lean this way, there's lots of things that I've still to put away. There's even more down here. So it's been a busy week so far. So for those of you that don't know, I held an in-person retreat this weekend for about 30 ladies in person, which was amazing. So lots of preparation went into it, lots of boxes left my barn, and now lots of boxes have come back that I need to sort through. I did manage to clean my blocks yesterday, but that's basically all I've done. So please send the cleaning fairies and the tidying fairies around if you know where they are. But I'm not looking forward to putting it all away. It will happen when it's meant to happen. Hi Sandra, I bet you had a great one. It was lovely, thank you. Really, really nice. It was nice to see it all come together, and it was nice to see people, and it was also nice to get home. So today I'm going to share week number 2 of my Trucking Along Spotlight Series card. For those of you that don't know what that is, each month I make 4 card designs with a particular stamp set, and I call it a Spotlight stamp set. And each week on a Tuesday at midday, I will share a new design. So last week was week number 1, and I'd love to show you the card. I'll show you the card in a minute. This week is week number 2, and I'm just going to show a couple of little techniques that you can use with this beautiful stamp set, Trucking Along. It's been really popular, and I really like it. So I'll share that with you in a moment. So if you have your kits with you, do open kit number 2. And you'll need a few things. You'll need a crushed curry ink pad. You'll need a memento ink pad. You'll need your snips. You'll need a Cajun Craze blend, and you'll need an Old Olive blend. So if you don't have any of those, please don't worry. You can use anything you like. It's your card. So let's move over to my desk, and we'll do a little bit of crafting. As always, everything that I use on my video today can be purchased from my online store. You can find that at staceymarsh.co.uk. So let's head over to my desk. Okay. All very exciting. A nice empty piece of grid paper. Oh, Ali, you're watching whilst you're unpacking from the weekend. Can you come and unpack me, please? I've done my overnight bag. I just haven't done my actual craft room. So last week, we made a really simple design that is not to hand. So this is week number 2. I have used the Trucking Along stamp set to create a nice little yellow truck carrying some flowers, and then the card design itself, you open it like that. I think this is adorable. This is cased from my dear friend Michelle Last, who's a very talented lady. So do follow her if you don't already. Now, what you are going to need, I'm just going to empty my little pack of pieces. So what you will have in your kit, you will have your card base already cut with your aperture in it, but I'm going to show you how to do that first for those of you that don't know. So you've got a nice card base. This is my favorite new color. This is Pecan Pie. Now yours will have a little rectangle cut out of it, so I'll show you how I created that first. So I'm going to use the nested essential dies. They look like that, lots of different layering dies, and I'm going to use this one and this one. We used these quite a bit over the weekend, and they're really handy actually. Handy shapes, and they're good sizes for cards and for scrapbooking. So what we're going to do, this is your piece of DSP. Now I'm going to stick this down because it just makes life a little bit easier. Now for these cards, I have paired these designs with the Let's Go Fishing papers. So even if you're not a fishing fan, you can still use them as nice backgrounds. So that is my card front started. Now what I want to do is I want to cut a nice aperture out. So let's bring in a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I've got my plates. I'm going to slide that in there like so, and I'm going to lay this die on, probably so it's about an inch from the top. You can see it just slightly in the bottom corner of the screen. You can see it about an inch from the top, and then it's sitting exactly in the center of the card, like so. So just wheel that through. So that's left you with something that looks like this. So you take that out, you've got a nice little hole in the card. You've also got these two little pieces. Baz, I'm going straight out to work late in about half an hour, so I won't have time today, but I'll try and do it. It will be probably Thursday now. So this is the two pieces that you're left over with. You don't need those, so just put them to one side. And then whilst we're here, I'm going to cut my little frame. Okay, so the frame is going to look like this. So you're going to put one die on, which is the bigger nesting die, and then you have the middle next size down, and you're going to just line them up so the border around the middle is all as equal as you can get it, and then wheel that through your die machine. Hi Carol, thanks for joining me this afternoon. Just sharing my next Spotlight stamping card for week number 2. So we can put the die machine to one side now. Okay. Here we go. So that's my excess. I've got another little brown piece, which I'm going to save for later. And then I'm left with this lovely little frame. And it looks fabulous just like that. But I think by adding the frame, you just get a little bit more detail. What do you reckon? So that's going to sit on there. So I'm just going to stick my frame on. I'm sticking it on with just a little bit of wet glue. And this is like paper piecing because you just line it up with the hole and stick it down. So there we have a nice little frame. Okay, so pop that to one side. You then have a piece of white that is going to, oh, vanilla, should I say, that I'm going to stick in. Sandra's put perfect. Thank you, Sandra. There you go. So now you can see that nice vanilla showing through. Okay. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. So I've got a piece of vanilla. You've got some scrap in your kit. Love the frame. Thank you, Ali. And then I'm going to use some of the images. Now, what's in my box? I feel like I'm on an art program. What's in the box? So here are my stamps. First things first, I'm going to stamp the nice outline of the truck. So I want a Memento ink pad, which are all probably lurking in this box next to me. There he is. Card is fantastic. Thank you, Baz. Give this a nice inking with Memento. This is black ink. Nice little stamp. And then, don't worry, I will clean this afterwards. I don't treat my stamps like this. I always make sure I give them a nice clean. The next thing I'm going to do is going to take my infill stamp and I'm going to take a crushed curry ink pad. It's a lovely yellow colour. Just give myself a little bit of practice. And then this, I'm going to line it up so that it gives our truck a bit of colour. There you go, like so. Put that to one side. This one here is the wheels. So let's stamp the wheels. I'm going to stamp the wheels with Memento. And to line up the wheels, I'm going to line it up by the 2 centre dots. And there we go. There is my truck. Cute, isn't it? Now, you'll notice on my card, my truck is carrying some little flowers. See? Nice little flowers. So let's add the flowers next. So on the stamp set, I'm going to use this image here and this bottom in. Sorry, I'm not going to use the bottom image. I'm going to use this one here. So just the outline, which is over here. Oh, where is it? It's there. Oh, it's already on my block. That's why I can't find it. Silly old bear. What dies do you use for the cutout? I used the Nested Essential dies, Baz. My new favourites. So I'm going to just line the bottom of the flowers up with the top of the back of the truck and stamp that down. Lovely. Put that to one side. Now I'm actually going to colour mine with blends rather than using the images. So I've actually used a Cajun Craze blend. So I've gone for light Cajun Craze. And I'm going to just colour in my petals. Like so. I've got a little bit of Daffodil Delight for the centre of my flowers. There's only 2 of those. And then I've got some Old Olive for the leaves and the stems. There we go. So there is my truck with my flowers. And now I'm going to just fussy cut that out. So I'm just going to trim around this. And our card is nearly all complete. I love the colour of this. I used to, when I was a little girl, want a yellow Volkswagen Beetle car. Like Herbie. Oh, I loved that. I think I would still like one as well. I didn't like the new ones when the new ones came out. I wanted the old one. It's just trimming around this. I am leaving a little white border, or a little vanilla border, should I say. That's it. So there's my truck. Now, oh, that was good. That's in your order yesterday. So my truck I'm going to put on like so. And you want to put it on, although it's being attached to the back of the card, the centre of the card, you want to make sure the card is open, is closed when you put this on, because obviously it needs to sit in our little window. Which size did I use? I used the 2 biggest. That one and that one. Okay. So let's just pop that in there. And you don't want to put it too far down because we need to make sure we've got room for the sentiment. So also in your kits, you'll have this little die shape, and it's cut from the Sending Smiles set. And I'm going to use the sentiment that says Sending You Sunny Thoughts. Okay, so let's just pick up that stamp. And the test for me will be getting this on this die straight. That's not too shabby. There we go. So there is my sentiment, sending you sunny thoughts. And then that one I'm going to stick, if I bring the right card in, I'm going to bring my card back in and I'm going to stick it on top of that banner. Sorry, on top of the frame at the bottom. So I'm going to add my glue just to that frame at the bottom. And then stick that on. There we go. That is week number 2 all done. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now, week number 3, I can't remember which week is week, but I'll show you the next 2 weeks to give you a little bit of a sneak peek. Week number 3, I think, is this. So this is really sweet. It's really simple, and I've used some of the paper there, so I'll show you that one next week. And then week number 4 looks like this. This is my favourite. Lots of detail. I'm going to show you how to build up a nice scene with the stamps. And then I will find card number 4 as well, so you'll be able to see that. So thank you so much for joining me today, especially if you've joined me live. Do tune in next week, same time, same place. It may be live, it may be in person, it may be pre-recorded. It'll be a nice little surprise for you. As I mentioned at the beginning, everything I've used today is available to purchase from my online store. I will add all the materials into the YouTube video details. And if anyone has any questions, please do reach out. I'll leave you all there. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. And I will be live again on Thursday at midday for my weekly Thursday lunch club. See you all then. Bye for now.